Baez to serve.
The man from Argentina will get us underway. Báez up against Medvedev, the winner to play de Minaur on Monday. Just looking at his record here, won't we? It's actually the second time he's played on this court. He played Alcaraz in the day session, so first taste of the night session. Well, I think your assessment is spot on, Jimmy.
Yeah, what I wanted to say in the middle of the point is keep in mind this is no longer the warm-up. Even though they were hitting right down the middle with not a ton of pace for a little bit of time in that point, 26 shots in all. And it was Medvedev, surprisingly to me, the one that was the first to try to open the court and do something.
This is the best he's done here. That was a first round defeat to Alcaraz last summer. In fact, he retired from that. A couple of tight sets though, 5-5 initially. Looking to make the fourth round of a major, of course. Hasn't been able to do that so far. Second round Australia, second round French, second round Wimbledon, his best efforts at the other three majors.
Javier Frana there on the right. He's 5'7", but he's got some hops getting up for that overhead and snapping it off beautifully.
So decent start for the underdog.
Especially getting behind a lot.
Scandinavia. Mini clay court swing just after Wimbledon for the guys who like to play as much as they can on the red clay. Safe to say Baez is one of those.
15 left.
Four titles, 3 this year though. It's a good effort. Cordoba, Kitzbühel and Winston-Salem. Well done. He's got a good set of wheels on him as well.
If you're 5'7" in today's game, you better be lightning fast. And he showed it here because he didn't read this drop shot. But still got there comfortably, showed beautiful touch.
Baez's first title in Estoril in Portugal, that was 2022. So 3 of the 4 on clay.
Medvedev miss too often on a drop shot. He has run down so many drops. He's practiced that shot more than anyone in the world because of where he stands to return. He gets a lot of drop shots, and when he gets there, he almost never misses them. That was a horrible error, and Báez with a couple of break chances right out of the gate.
30-40.
Couple of big first serves, 1-2-7 and 1-2-6.
It was a very clay court looking return from Báez. However, he took a full topspin swing off a pretty big serve.
Is the evening a better time for Baez to play Medvedev, do you think, Jimmy, in terms of the conditions?
I'm not sure. I have to watch this a little longer and see what the strategies and what the patterns are, but I would think Medvedev is a little slower at night, and that you have two thoughts with that. You think Baez is a clay court, he likes it slower, but how do you hit a winner against Medvedev in the fence in heavy conditions? Not easy.
Yeah. Quick look at Daniil's wife, Daria, is courtside. Parents these days, of course, been parents to their baby daughter for around a year now. Just discussing the speed of this court, weren't we, briefly just off air before we started. The suggestions maybe this court and Armstrong are slightly slower than some of the outside courts.
That is what the players have been telling me. What an interesting point. You see one guy that's 6'6" and long arms, and he's just massaging the ball in and running and defending, and the 5'7" guy's trying to figure out how to create an opening and find some space to hit a winner. He's trying to create, not easy to do against Medvedev.
Got him love 30 for a second successive time.
I like the short slice ball from Báez. He's just got to take the next ball while Medvedev is hitting it and running back. He's got to take that one and rip it deep. He sort of would massage the next ball, and that didn't really cause a lot of trouble for Medvedev.
disappears. 2 more though. Having saved a couple on his own serve. Approach not really good enough. Medvedev picks him off and he's got the early break.
Medvedev leads 2-1 first set.
Earlier stages when he was winning titles for fun. Three in 3 weeks, in fact. Rotterdam, that's an indoor ATP 500 tournament, then went to the Middle East, won Doha, and then the week after won Dubai, and had an incredible sunshine double as well. That's the Indian Wells Miami. Month of tennis in March, came within a match of winning Indian Wells, and then went over to Miami and he won that one. Won his first clay court title, that was in Rome. Semis Wimbledon, that was another
milestone.
Yeah, in a way, wasn't it? Yeah, exactly. A major where he's really gone deep until this year.
And interestingly, this time of the year is normally when he does his best historically, and he hasn't played as well in this lead up to the US Open.
Yeah, I think that's a fair analysis. He lost to Alex de Minaur in Canada. That's Masters 1000 level. That was quarterfinals, straight sets, and lost to Zverev in 3 sets in Cincinnati. Zverev is a player he's had the better of in recent times. It was a big win for the German. First top 10 win for a while. Bigger forehand from Baez towards the back end of that point.
Baez can rip the ground strokes. He has chosen to take all the air out right now. These two are just sort of rallying nicely to each. It's customer tennis. Here, you hit it. These two always look like they're really enjoying the tennis. Gets himself out of game 4.
backs up the break. He's got the early advantage.
Medvedev leads 3 games to 1 for set.
Download the US Open app to follow your favourite players, track latest scores, stats, highlights, player news, and much, much more. That is available in the App Store, Google Play Store.
Very tough to come in on Medvedev from as far back as Báez is trying to come in from. So he's behind the baseline. Yeah, he hit a good shot. But you're not going to, it's too much space. And this man will find it however unorthodox and crazy that stroke looks.
Set threatening to get away from Baez all of a sudden.
Love 30.
Don't understand the strategy from Baez. There's a look at his camp. I don't know if they told him, I want you to hit the ball with no pace. Medvedev doesn't like to create his own, but that's one thing Medvedev has been doing a little bit of this summer. He's been trying to play a little more aggressively, a little more inside the court.
Love 40.
¿Qué diablo? Bancártela. Bancártela. Va.
Chances for a double break early. He's missed it, and Medvedev does take control and probably has already done enough in this first set to
Medvedev leads 4 games to 1 first set.
take control of this match. 4-1 lead, double break. Certainly his first match here wasn't much of a test against Báez, who was in on a protected ranking. He was actually unranked, but he did serve well that day.
I mean, is there no time limit to the injury timeout? I had wrist surgery in '92.
15
I'd love to get a protected ranking and make 80 grand. I could probably get 1 game also. Player loses their concentration for a minute or something.
To turn that point around, was so deep initially, eventually found his way forward.
Yeah, he did a great job on, with one swing, turned the point around and showed some pretty good touch with that half volley drop shot. another long, drawn-out rally, and that one, for the most part, Báez was in trouble.
Some impressive hitting and then a slightly unorthodox finish. That's what you get with Daniil Medvedev.
Yes, many things Medvedev does you don't see very often. I don't think I've ever seen this. It looked like he wasn't even going to run, and then the quick run forward pancake drop shot. I think I saw that in the local tennis league 3.5 ladies. Another 25-shot rally. That seems to be sort of not the average, but we've had a number of those.
(40-30). Deuce.
Said he was unhappy with the serve during those two Masters events in Canada and Cincy. He was looking for improvements coming into New York.
Second serve always has the potential to throw in a few doubles.
Advantage, Báez.
I can fault Báez at the moment. He'll hit a slow ball. He'll have Medvedev inside the baseline, and then he has a look at a shot, and instead of really unloading on it, he just hits it medium pace, and it doesn't really cause Medvedev much issue, even though he just made an unforced error.
Let's for service.
Three break points he's saved so far in this set.
Pretty good catch.
Deuce.
If he caught it.
Oh,
he didn't catch
quite. He's taking all the glory.
Yeah, he is.
Do you get to keep those here? I'm never sure whether they throw them back or...
Many people throw them back. I remember one year they did definitely let you keep them.
Pretty cool to take one of those home.
Advantage, Medvedev.
That is a frustrating mistake from Báez. Second serve, didn't have a whole lot on it. He's so far back, he's just trying to loop it up and keep it in play. It's the kind of return you can't miss.
creates the opening and takes advantage.
Finally, he hit the short slice. He has a beautiful short slice. I didn't know Báez had this shot in him, but he's...
Deuce.
And now you've got the man inside the baseline. You've got to uncork that next one. That's when you have a chance to hit it past him. That time he did. It's almost as if he only gets aggressive when he's on the run. Maybe this is the strategy for Báez. I am going to bore Medvedev to where I'm going to force him to try to get aggressive, change direction.
Well, he's got another chance. Fourth of the set. And this time he does break.
Game Báez. Medvedev leads 4 games to 2 first sets.
Finally rewarded for his patience and industry. Some of those longer points.
Now, we're having the whole 0 to 4 serve plus 1 thing. Isn't something that we're going to see a whole lot of from the looks of things in this match. Going more for the 0 plus 23, serve plus 10.
Love 15.
For this strategy to work for Báez, he's missed way too many first and second balls. He's played some beautiful points. Worked the ball short, deep. And he'll throw. It's his 13th unforced error already.
Yeah, it's surprisingly high, that number, isn't it?
And they're deserved. Sometimes the unforced errors count. It's a little subjective. Medvedev ain't a whole lot better. That was his 12th.
15 all.
Part of that is the style they're both playing. They're both playing a little slower, a little more central. And it's whoever loses patience first and goes for something tends to be losing the points.
Afford too many of those.
15-30.
Working so hard for the points he's winning, and then hand over a freebie.
Yeah, he's done that way too often in this first set.
Already broken twice, Medvedev. 2 more chances. Kind of mesmerizing, some of these points. It is another break of serve. 3 now
Medvedev leads
for Medvedev. Baez has only won 6 points on serve so far. 5-2.
Take in how many missed returns and service winners. It's amazing the points are that long.
Yeah, that sometimes doesn't look like a very big number, does it? But 7.3, that's pretty high.
It's high because there are so many short points even in this match. Like that.
Yeah.
And there's an unforced error, especially here. We've had 16 unforced errors for Baez in 7 games and 13 for Medvedev. Part of that is that Medvedev is trying to do too much.
Yeah, Medvedev has broken 3 times. Baez once. Baez has only won 6 points on serve.
Baez won 4 points on his serve in the first game. He's won 2 since.
Doesn't bode well, does it?
No, but he's actually causing some problems on Medvedev's serve.
Yeah.
He's had a double break point that he didn't convert, and then he did break the last time Medvedev served.
Yeah, and I was about to say 5-2. It's felt closer than that because
it has.
Some of the rallies we've had. Second ace for the 2021 champion.
But that, what you just saw, even though there's only 2 aces to this point in the match for Medvedev, he's going to get more free points with his serve than Baez, and that's the biggest advantage he has. Once the ball's in play, the rallies are somewhat even. And if one of them can clean up the unforced errors, they're going to start creating some winning tennis.
2 set points. So 1 set advantage for the former champion. Probably had to work a little bit harder than the scoreline would suggest. He's on his way, 6-2. Another qualifier plays Djokovic.
There's no truth to the rumor that Taylor Fritz made the draw himself, because he's played nothing but qualifiers or wild cards to this point in the tournament.
He has cruised through, hasn't he, Fritz? 2-1-2, 1-2-2, 1-2 and love.
Yeah, he's lost 13 games to get to the round of 16.
Let's see how Baez gets on early in the second.
Boy, oh boy, that keeps happening on his serve. Serve, return that isn't anything special, and first ball error. Then on Medvedev's serve, they have 25-shot rallies. He seems to figure out how to play the points.
He is struggling on serve this evening.
Three of 4, and he's got 3 more if he needs them in this first game. Okay, he finally tried to hit another serve. Didn't go in, but he needs some free points. Wow.
It was a rough service game. 3rd double faults to conclude the game.
First game, second set.
And as we highlighted towards the back end of the first set. He's still only won 6 points on serve.
And 4 of them were in the first game. At 27 years old.
Catching. Medvedev this season 34-5 on hard. Just the 5 defeats. The only person to beat Djokovic on a hard court this year. That was in Dubai. In the opposite half to Novak.
Djokovic down 2 sets to love last night, and that really threatened to break open that half of the draw, because most of the names that you think of having a chance to make a big run here, they're all in the top half. Djokovic is the lone wolf for the most part in the bottom half. It would be a really good opportunity for an American to make a final if it's not Djokovic in that half.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I was doing that match last night and I looked at the draw and thought, if Novak loses this match, it's going to be fascinating to see who can make the most of that opportunity. A little bit like 2020 when Thiem beat Zverev in the final, almost from the quarters onwards. Everybody was getting jittery, weren't they?
Yes, because they knew this is the chance. I mean, I have no words for the lob drop shot that we saw. Then Báez didn't do much with the approach.
30.
Followed up by a very ordinary pass. And a good volley to end it. But yeah, if Djokovic loses in that half, you're talking Fritz, Tiafoe, Paul would be the 3 players with the biggest resume.
Yeah, most experience, yeah. Paul, a major semi-finalist. Tiafoe as well here.
Medvedev leads 2 games to love, second set.
Fritz, the US #1. So Medvedev backs up the break. It's in good shape at the moment. Some nice creativity at the end of another lengthy exchange.
15-all.
Yeah, that seems to be the number, doesn't it? 24, 25, 26. We've had 6, 7, 8 of those. using his serve for something other than getting the ball in play, starting the point. Whenever you play Medvedev, you should be a heavy dose of wide serves. Get him outside the doubles line where he stands. You're going to create some space. It's still not easy to hit it by him.
Pinpoint precision. Yeah, we've seen a few players that we try and use serve volley a little bit against Medvedev, particularly to the deuce court.
Ah, it's the right play.
Tsitsipas, Djokovic from time to time.
Well, Kyrgios beat him twice on hard court last summer, and that's a heavy dose of serve volley.
Chance for a rare hold of serve. So he achieved that once so far this evening. Wait a little bit longer.
I'm getting frustrated watching a little bit because Báez will hit a beautiful slice. And that backhand that Medvedev chest hit after the slice was a little bit short, and Báez just waited for it. Didn't take it on like he should have. But you got to take advantage. The good short slice brings Medvedev into a vulnerable spot in the court, but not if you wait for the ball and let him hustle back.
Advantage, Medvedev.
24 unforced. Baez.
Led for service.
Sort of let him off the hook with the forehand that he didn't really get hold of, but just about did enough.
Deuce.
Was that another 24, 25, or 26?
29. 29.
All right, that's why Medvedev tried the drop shot. He'd had enough.
26 shot threshold for Daniil.
Yeah, that's it. Shot tolerance, not bad.
That's pretty good.
Shouldn't he challenge the not up? We haven't seen those challenges.
He thinks he's made it. I think Baez.
He probably has made it. Baez looked as though he didn't think Medvedev was getting there, so he didn't move.
Advantage.
But he must have seen that he did.
There was some gap, wasn't it?
It didn't seem possible to reach it where his body was and where the ball was, but this is a 6'6" arm that allowed him to get it.
Feel as well, full stretch. Another chance to break once more would be break number 5.
Deuce.
Let's take a closer look.
He got it comfortably. I think what happened is you saw his racket hit the ground and wobble, so it had a strange look to it.
It's the kind of thing players can challenge now with the video review technology in place across 5 courts. Arthur Ashe Stadium, Louis Armstrong, 17. Grand standard number 5. It's a better combination.
I promise you, Baez can do that, and he's not trying to. He's got power to spare. The other thing he hasn't done at all, in the ad court at least, is try to serve wide. He keeps serving down the tee. There, he's got that shot.
Huge strike. Good hold. Just his second this evening.
Medvedev leads 2-1.
Yeah, that Jabeur match was a strange one.
Oh, what a pass. Brilliant.
Now you're seeing all of a sudden Baez, I think his coaching staff said, look, give him a 6-2 2-love lead. Give him a couple break points in the 2-love game and then turn it on. Let's see how it works for him.
Just missed by much.
15-all.
Casual jog back from Medvedev. That ball didn't miss by that much for him to be that confident. after you hit short cross court, then you go down the line deep. He got the first part right, but he keeps going back short again.
More of a spring in his step at the moment, Baez. Tempts it into going for just a little bit too much.
Advantage, Medvedev.
Pretty good length throughout that rally from Medvedev. Really never gave Báez something to sink his teeth into. Just a pedestrian 21-shot rally that time. It's been strange. We have so many 28 over 9-shot rallies, but we've also had a ton of first ball unforced errors.
Yeah. So a bit of breathing space for Medvedev. Quick reminder to head to usopen.org. That's your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, real-time stats, all the draws. Tomorrow's schedule, day 7, just around the corner. That's the official tournament website, usopen.org. Day 7, just 6 minutes away, strictly speaking. Just pushed the short forehand wide. Just a close call.
Love 15.
That was an attempted short slice from Báez, but that one floated a little, and that is what allowed Medvedev to gain control, hit the drop shot. I don't understand the whole serve down the middle to Medvedev at 98 miles an hour. You were just begging yourself to be in a 29-shot rally. How are you? You can't maneuver him out of position with that serve. If you're going to serve slow, it's got to be slow and wide.
Led for service.
And then every once in a while, because he can serve 120 miles an hour plus, then you try to bust an ace down the tee.
Love 40.
Maybe the strategy, when you look at the numbers, Báez on a first serve, he's 3 of 12 when he gets the first serve in. 4 of 7 when he misses. Let's go with nothing but second serves.
Led second service. Game Medvedev.
And the second set starting to play out just as the opening set did.
Medvedev leads 4 games to 1. Second set.
An awful lot of long rallies, but Medvedev overall in charge. 4-1 double break. And he made the final there. He made the final in Canada, Masters 1000 level. Won Cincinnati. That was his first Masters title. Made it all the way to the final here in New York. Had a short break and then came back and won an ATP 250 in St. Petersburg, and then won Shanghai for good measure as well. Of course, it was Nadal who beat him in the final, memorable final. Made a good go of it from 2 sets to love down, forced Rafa into a 5th set. Fun and games along the way with the crowd as well, wasn't there? It was all happening that fortnight.
Well, that was a very interesting tournament for him, because he thanked the crowd for hating him early in the tournament. They helped him win a match, and so the New York crowd took that personally and booed him relentlessly the rest of the tournament. And then they were so impressed with the effort that he showed against Nadal, who the amount of running Medvedev did in that match, it's incredible, and the crowd appreciated it to the end. He finally embraced him.
I remember doing his match against Wawrinka. That was in the quarterfinals. He was booed onto this court. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, it was from the round before.
When he was sort of goading the crowd, wasn't he?
It was on a back
interview.
Yes, it was on a back court.
I'm going from memory, but it was something along the lines of, when you go to your beds tonight, you can think of me. And know that I won because of you. It was along those lines.
Something, yeah. But there was definitely I won because of you.
And he wasn't referring to their support.
No.
And he's been around since, hasn't he? That was the run that sort of we all realised this guy had what it takes to win the biggest titles. Challenging ever since. Bit of a rough year last year by his standards, high standards, but he's come back with a bang this year.
Game Medvedev. Medvedev leads 5 games to 1. Second set.
few smiles in the Medvedev box now. He's won 20 titles, Medvedev, and every single one of those a different title. He's never defended a title, so 20 titles in
That's amazing.
20 different locations. Amazing. He's got to win one twice sooner or later, surely.
I mean,
maybe here. Be a good place to do it.
I'm sure if he could choose one, that would be the one.
Yes, very nice. But
that's what I want Baez to start doing more of. Take some risk. If you're gonna go down in this match, go on your terms a little bit. He has the ability to rip balls. We've seen it a couple of times. He's got to change direction at times with that backhand. When he gets a mid-court ball in the forehand, let it go.
Sure, what to make of that?
That was, I'm sure, 100% that ball's going long, and the electronic line judge did not agree.
He's had enough of that game. Couple of slightly peculiar points. Very on brand, Daniil Medvedev. 5-2. So instructions from his team. See whether he can act on those.
I think he's allowed Medvedev to feel very comfortable also with this lead, and Medvedev's hitting the ball a little bigger than you often see him. Like that combination was a very relaxed rip and then a hop backhand winner.
Set points. What a pass that was.
40-30.
Just showed the close call on the big screen. Paints the line. Still set points. This time he converts. Daniil Medvedev well on his way to the round of 16. He's hit an awful lot of balls this evening, but the scoreboard is pretty comfortable. 2-2 so far. Just gone midnight here in New York, hour and 23 minutes on the clock. Medvedev a set away. Set away, remember, from a meeting with Alex de Minaur. Australian awaits, and it was de Minaur who beat him in Canada in the quarterfinals, so that would be an interesting rematch.
It's not a bad idea what Baez is trying to do at times, but he takes that approach shot ground stroke just a little too far back. He's a little bit too deep, and it just gives Medvedev too much room to dump it at his feet. And then it's so tough to find a volley that Medvedev's not going to run down and pass you with on the next one. That one was from inside the baseline, and I think he got the message from his coaching box finally. It took them 2 sets. Let's get more aggressive. Look, he was even going to serve and volley.
First game, third set.
So he's on his way.
Wouldn't have gotten in, I don't think.
No, you're right. As you mentioned, the ranking was taking a dip, hadn't it, down to the 70s.
Love it.
So a better start to this third set for Baez than he made in the opening 2 sets. It's been difficult to stay positive at this stage, wasn't it? I was just thinking, you know, how many balls he's hit tonight. And he's
won 4 games, 5 games now. Having said that,
30-15.
I feel like this set could get a little trickier for Medvedev, because I do think Baez is going to come out. It might also get easier as Baez might start making errors, but I do think he's going to start trying to hit the ball and not just keep it in play.
Medvedev will be determined to get this done pretty quickly, given the time of night. I'll be here too late. Fifth ace, that one off the second serve. He might have picked up on something there, Jimmy. I mean, feels like a change, doesn't it?
He has made a change. Had I been able to speak Spanish, I'd know exactly what they told him, but there's been a decided difference in that he is playing with far more aggression. That's why I said it can go one of two ways. It could go quicker, but we will have less 29-shot rallies, most likely in this set. And again, the best way to start a point for Baez is slow serve out wide. And then hit it hard to the open court. Baez has almost not a free point in this match, meaning a missed return or an ace. If our statistician is right, there's only been 3 missed returns on first serves. There's number 4.
I mean, it just makes the task so hard, doesn't it, against someone like Medvedev?
I mean, that's what he does to everybody he plays, but this is next level, partly because Baez isn't really doing anything with his serve. He has a bigger serve than he's showing. Interesting approach from Baez. That he started from too far back again, but because he lifted it, it had enough air. It didn't get to Medvedev, and he was able to close enough. But you can see he's prodding, looking to come forward. He's trying to get to the net. He's trying to do more.
Has come forward 5 times in this set already.
Baez leads 2 games to 1.
And enjoying a little bit of success all of a sudden.
By 2 sets.
Battling for the last remaining spots in the 4th round. Things getting serious from here on in the Big Apple.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, as a respect for both players, do not scream between first and second serves. Thank you.
going to be a little interesting for Medvedev because things were going so easily for him for the first hour and a half or so. And all of a sudden, Baez has shown that he has enough shot-making ability that he can cause some issues, and he's starting to utilize some of that shot-making. You can always have a little bit of a hiccup when you sense your opponent's getting better and the match momentum is swinging a little. It's swinging right now.
Chances to break. Oh, he's made it.
15-14.
Living dangerously. Let's take a closer look at where this one landed.
Yeah.
Outside edge. Keep zooming. Well done from a difficult position.
30-14.
That's one of the things about playing Medvedev, isn't it? This was a good approach. This volley just had to be more accurate. You can't serve up a medium volley. You're going to get passed, or you're going to pay the price for sure.
Two saved. Baez with one more chance. Sensational way to break. Outmaneuvers the former champ.
Baez leads 3 games to 1, third set.
So beautiful combination from Baez that time. And now this becomes a very important game. Gotten momentum for the first time. He's got a little bit of a lead for the first time. Can he hold serve now?
Oh, this is next level all of a sudden.
50 love.
This is how you have to play Medvedev. That's why I'm a little surprised it's taken this long for him to at least try it.
Making all the right decisions all of a sudden.
Medvedev's going to have to recognize he's going to have to make an adjustment of some sort because he can't just serve up non-paced balls now. It's not being allowed like it used to be.
Building momentum. 8 of the last 10 points. Inch higher or so, and That could have been another spectacular pass.
Spectacular. I mean, that was an incredible point that Medvedev played. He hit shot after shot on the line, and Báez suddenly looking like a world beater.
Medvedev ready for the serve volley that time.
It is amazing that from there that you lose the point. Báez did have to get in a little closer. Boy. Again, it's redlining type tennis for Báez. Can he do it with the lead?
Dale, dale, no pasa nada, sigo. Controlá, seguí.
Steadies the ship after that advantage from 40 love disappeared.
Baez leads 4 games to 1.
And he's in control. Set number 3, 4-1. So the opening point, game number 6. Let's see whether Medvedev can solve a different kind of problem now. So whether he can maintain emotional control. This might be starting to frustrate him.
Well, that's to start things for him. First serve percentage needs to get back where it was. He was under 50% in this set, and struggling to win those second serve points.
Punching those backhands now as well.
He should just add the change of direction down the line now occasionally on that as well. But this is suddenly a different match. I know Medvedev looks to have such a commanding lead, and it's hard to believe that Báez can win 3 straight sets off Medvedev, but he's playing at a level that's pretty high, and Medvedev hasn't gone there yet. Smiles have disappeared from the Medvedev camp.
40-30.
Amazing that Baez is fewer unforced errors while getting more aggressive.
Advantage Baez.
And Medvedev wants some coaching now. And he's getting the blank stare. Not sure they can tell him anything from that side of the court.
It's getting interesting. Takes his frustration out on the first serve.
That was his biggest serve of the match.
Well, 28 on the clock.
Advantage Medvedev.
The frustration's building. There's the long, hard stare towards the camp.
I don't understand why he stood there. Beautiful backhand cross court. He was always going to get a floater, and he took that shot in the most difficult position he possibly could.
Advantage Baez.
Interested to see what his reaction might be if he drops serve here. Baez with the point for 5-1. Another ace saves the day. And there's still a chance of turning this set around, but he's got a hold here.
And these aces are of the frustrated variety. He's reaching back and just cracking them. They happen to be going in.
Advantage Medvedev.
This does take on a little significance, this game. Those break points were set points for all intents and purposes. And they ain't out of the game yet. And Gilles Savara is not out of the hot seat yet.
Just getting the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Advantage Medvedev. Deuce.
Almost into an 8th minute. This service game.
Advantage Baez.
It's not the first time I can play. They have to take him out. It's not the first time. They have to take him out.
Started taking on some of the fans in his previous match inside Louis Armstrong Stadium. Things could be about to get spicy.
Deuce.
Long game, so just taking a few moments to towel down. Back to deuce. No, he's missed the overheads.
Advantage Baez.
Savara looking a bit confused. Exactly what the issue is. His wife's got some fuel there.
Well, they're not reading. His lips are saying, "Talk to me, talk."
Please.
Which would make me tend to want to say, "Well, don't miss the overhead." Báez can't forget what got him this lead. That was the kind of error we were seeing in the first two sets. There was a big opening down the line. Rip it down the line. Go to the biggest opening you see and hit it hard.
Advantage Medvedev.
Báez will have noticed for sure the change in Medvedev's temperament. Easy to get distracted from thinking clearly. Trying to figure out what's going on with your opponent.
Last second service.
Medvedev survives marathon service game.
Baez leads 4 games to 2 third sets.
Positive body language from Gilles.
Yeah, that's more than you normally see from him. He knows that this is now an important game. Medvedev escaped some strange, as you said, spicy moments.
He's seen it all before, hasn't he? I'm sure he's well aware that Medvedev's just maybe teetering on the edge mentally.
I'm really surprised he missed that ball that you just saw. If he was going to wrest any momentum back, it would be right now. That was just a rally ball error.
Brilliant.
Unloaded on that cross-court backhand, got the floater, but no pace to work with still. Another crushing forehand. 95-mile-an-hour forehand inside out with some angle.
Great volley this time. after the length of the previous game, and particularly given that one slipped away. He's a game away from taking us into a fourth here late in the evening. Get up early in the morning. What do Americans do Labor Day weekend, for those unfamiliar? Is it just a celebration of sport?
Well,
is it college football? Is that right? This weekend is that?
Yes, but then there's that. The NFL season starts next weekend. People around here go to the Hamptons or go to the beach.
Very nice. I must try that one day.
It is nice.
I flew over it coming into JFK. That's about as close as I get. I wonder whether that break has just maybe helped Medvedev. It's taken some of the heat out of his funky mood.
It definitely looks, by the first 3 points, that is exactly what has happened. Even though he wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom, he's seemingly less frustrated.
Both players the same ends as their team right now, so there's maybe a lot more chatter. Good holds, given the break in play. Straight back to business.
That was the best hold of the set for Medvedev. And we'll now see if Báez can serve this out, force a fourth.
He did his best.
15 love.
This could have been dangerous.
Yeah, no, I would have been trying to guess wrong had I been Medvedev there. Might have been tough, that break, that 10-minute break for Báez, just to force him to think about the fact that just needs to hold serve one more time. And he's got at least one set, and he's really starting to get into this match. Different acoustics in here once the roof is closed, and Báez would most likely never have played in this, where Medvedev most likely has.
just in the nick of time.
30 all.
Another 95-mile-an-hour rocket here. Stepped up, too. That was the other part that he wasn't doing particularly well the first 2 sets. He wasn't stepping up inside the baseline when he got a short break. One thing that's been a problem for Baez in this match is saving break points. It's been broken 5 times. He's only saved 3 break points. This is the first break chance of this set for Medvedev.
Break. And maybe that delay
New balls, please.
after the rain and the closure of the roof
Báez
did play a part.
5-4, third set.
Third seed back in this.
By 2 sets to love.
Come through this in straight sets from 4-5 with the new balls. It's been a much better place mentally all of a sudden. All that chatter and the long cold stares towards his team disappeared.
This is the best he's played in the match. I know that he won the first 2 sets 6-2, but the level wasn't really great. He didn't have to do much. Baez was playing very passively and missing. And Medvedev is starting to be able to read the Baez inside-out forehand. Baez caught him a couple of times with that early in this third set, but last game and a half or so, Medvedev is on it.
All the answers right now.
40 love.
Dictating these points all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was a fairly tricky shot he ended with. Swinging 2-handed volley at his shoe tops.
Led for service.
Seriously good combination of shots.
40-30.
Maybe too little too late in this game.
Baez can be so dangerous if he starts doing a little more of this. Not just because he loves clay, he's so accustomed to waiting on the ball. But he can be dangerous if he decides and learns how to step up into the court. What a shock these last 3 points were.
Thank you, please.
And all of a sudden, he's got himself a set point.
Advantage Báez.
So close to
a perfect volley.
Yeah, half an inch.
Deuce.
Would he love to have that shot over again? That was a ball that he could have stepped up and ripped. Decided to go the inside-out slice. And missed it badly.
Advantage Medvedev.
So saves a set point, and he's fought his way back from 2-5 in this third set.
Hasn't lost a game since the roof has closed.
Love 15.
Shaky start to the game. Medvedev will be determined to get this done in straight sets from here.
Well, for a while in this set, the first big swing would be enough for a winner. That time it took 2. That final below 96-mile-an-hour forehand from Báez. At
30-15.
Sort of the shot selection from Medvedev. He knows what from certain areas in the court where he has to hit the ball to be able to stay on the point. A little surprised he ran around his backhand on that ball. He put himself into a somewhat difficult position. Had to hit a very aggressive ball.
It's been a real test to stay focused in this sort of set now. 1:15 in the morning almost. All sorts going on in this set. Noisy crowd.
40-30.
Chance for 6-5. Well done. First game is won for a while. Gets himself back on track. So Medvedev under pressure again. He came through that test at 4-5. Let's see how he gets on at 5-6. Halfway there.
Love 30.
The loose shots from Medvedev.
Strangeness continues. That's 2 first ball errors you don't expect from Medvedev. And a very wayward serve.
Let second service.
There's a fair few people that want to see a 4th set as well. So
There are.
pockets of fans just perhaps trying to get under Medvedev's skin.
15
he misses a serve.
They cheer.
Let first service.
Very nerve-wracking if you're a Medvedev fan right now, because you just don't have a feel for what's going to come point after point.
Game Medvedev.
Oh, he's done well from love 30. Started to feel like we are heading into a 4th set, but here we go. Tiebreak time.
Medvedev did get a little help from Báez. 2 wayward forehands where he really wasn't trying to be aggressive, missed both to get to 30 all. Really helped Medvedev.
Yeah, it's a nice start. Recognised that was the time to move forward.
0. Báez.
Baez's forays up to the net in the first couple of sets were from a little too far back. He wasn't getting in quickly enough. He got it beautifully that time. good work that time from Medvedev because he hit a pretty good first serve, and Baez got some good length on the return. Got himself into a rally at equal terms, but a beautiful forehand down the line set up that opening. Second serve points have been tough for Medvedev.
Somehow Báez survives. Things heating up.
2-1. Báez.
That's got Medvedev mouthing again. Have to run down two different drop shots. Again, he's handled drop shots as badly as I've seen him handle them ever.
Thank you.
Today. Should have put away an overhead earlier in that rally.
Yes, with a mini break, 2-1. Brilliant tennis. Baez, he was everywhere again, but this time Medvedev with the answer. This tiebreak coming to life.
2-all.
That was a better overhead, and Baez, as you said, still there to make the return. Legs are starting to get heavy at this point in the rally.
Two apiece. That looked tired.
Yeah, that did.
3-2.
It was a 24-shot rally followed by a 22-shot rally, which inevitably leads to a 2-shot rally.
Medvedev now with the advantage. A couple of good points from the third seed. Getting back on track.
Still needs first serves to hold this lead.
4-2. Medvedev.
Just a reminder that it is Alex de Minaur waiting for the winner of this match. Some of the names through today. Alcaraz will play Arnaldi in the fourth round. Zverev to play Sinner.
Well, I don't know how you beat Nico Jarry that score as big as he hits the ball. That's incredible by de Minaur.
Jarry's been playing well, hasn't he, this year?
It's impressive win. 2 hours and 36 minutes in. Host of options for Baez on that backhand pass because the volley was not as good as it needed to be, and Baez chose the wrong one. So now Baez under the pressure of no more room for error, really. He's got to win both of these serve points.
Medvedev.
wasn't a drop shot, but it behaved an awful lot like a drop shot.
Chances to seal it then for the number 3 seed. Would have signed for this when he was 5-2 down in this third set.
Question.
Thank you.
Quite a bit of movement just behind Orly Tort as people move into position to get a few selfies and autographs. Medvedev's not hanging around.
Yeah, but he's only won 9 of 23 seconds or a point, so. So he's most likely going to need another set point, match point, and if he doesn't convert on this one, he's going to have to figure out how to win it on the Báez serve. An important first serve here for Medvedev.
Please.
Playing very quickly at the moment. And he's missed it. Slightly peculiar couple of points there from Medvedev. Whether he was distracted by the movement in the crowd initially, just seemed to start rushing everything.
He sees the crowd come in wanting the autograph and he says, no, you can't have any for another 2 hours. I'm not going to win this set now.
Thank you. Please.
Third match point. And he saves the third.
6-all.
6 points apiece. Oh, that's a bad miss.
7-6.
We had that tremendous start to this tiebreak where they played some remarkable points, and all of a sudden the end has gotten incredibly sloppy. As soon as Báez had gotten some momentum with Medvedev donating 3 straight match points to him, gives him the 4th on another bad error.
4th match point.
Medvedev
comes through. A late show.
6-2, 6-2.
Under the lights. He's into the last 16. It wasn't easy, particularly the deciding third set, back from 5-2. But he's done it in straights.